Video start recording.
Video masih dead parah.
Aku kira Mr. Jing tau. Demi Tuhan, Avanya bikin kaget aja video. But okay, let's start recording ya Vidi. Okay, good morning everyone. Welcome to our HR Scrum. Today I'll be chairing and I will assign Andre to be my secretary. Okay, so let me share my screen and we can go to our Trello. Please wait, guys. Can you guys see what I'm sharing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll move to our first campaign update, which is from me. So our inquiry conversion increases, even though it's just a bit, but it increases. It's actually a good update because most of all the platform actually quite stable, even though there's a slight decrease on Instagram, which is just 0.01%, and for all other platform it increases a bit. And for my analyze for all the platforms, so for Airbnb is stable, the conversion rate keep increasing. And for Facebook, we have increased the conversion rate a bit, and Maria will do pairing with BI on Saturday or Sunday. And the inquiry on Facebook is decreasing because the awareness funnel is still not running. And for agent, the agent engagement will be launched by story posting rather than broadcast. And also some inquiries come from high season, but it's for big group around 20 to 40 people. And for Instagram, there is no conversion for this week. And most inquiry, there is one new conversion just yesterday. I will edit this. And also most inquiry, no response after follow up and turned down due to no supply. And guests found another property or the guest budget is too low. And there's also some increasing demand in ocean view or clifftop property, but lack of supply. Does anyone have any opinion on this?
Yep. Thank you, Miss Chair. So for
Yes.
Airbnb, we see the analysis of the property and the demand type.
Yes.
Ocean view, clifftop property, but lack of supply. Yeah.
Yes.
Uh, do we know whether all of the supply that we have in ocean view and clifftop property have been exhausted? How do you know that it's already exhausted, like it's already occupied? And this is only for like this month, or what's the range of the analysis for that point?
Um, it's because when guests ask for like ocean view and clifftop property, sometimes the budget doesn't match with our ocean view property that we have because
I
our
see.
ocean view is quite expensive, right? And like the
Mhm,
guest is quite shocked when
mhm.
hearing like the price after we like, oh, this is like when
I
we
see,
offer
I
it.
see.
So like yeah, that's actually kind of like
So
our friction.
yeah, so the lack of supply is not exactly because it's already occupied, but also because of the
Yeah.
pricing. Yeah.
Yes, because I
Okay.
think our ocean view is only like Andre said, there's only luxury villa.
I see.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So, and then also maybe my next question would be, what will Maria be discussing with BI, or is it like a general discussion where Maria inquire BI for update on strategies?
Yeah, because Maria said to me that she want to pair with Evelyn for like the suggestion for like a Facebook strategy, and now she's just waiting for like when Evelyn is free. That's why she put either Saturday or Sunday for the pairing. Maybe if Maria can explain further what you want to discuss. Is Maria here?
Yes,
Mhm.
thank you, Ray.
Yes.
So, previously, like yesterday, I've been discussing this with Evelyn and also Kalilis, and I'm asking about how is the strategy to increase the conversion rate. And Evelyn said she will give me the answer by this weekend.
Oh, okay, okay, that's good. Yeah, just don't forget that maybe because it's
Yeah.
a discussion by BI should result in actionables, right? And then maybe
Mhm.
the actionable can be a pivot card for us to execute basically, and then just make sure that the parameters are set correctly. I think BI should be able to give a clear understanding of the one later on. Yeah, thank you. This is for me.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Maybe Andre, can you help me write on the card for Maria to update about the meeting? And yes, Mr. Jing.
All right. Thank you guys for having this meeting. Let me come in. Let me go over to Gray. Gray,
Yes.
when we have a booking, it's because we have essentially a guest and a property. Okay.
Mhm.
So we have a guest, but we have no property. Gray, what would you do in your sort of instinct to bridge that gap? What should we do to bridge that gap? Because we already have one half of the equation, right? We have a guest who's looking for a property. What
Mhm.
can we do to get that situation fixed?
Mm, well, it's mm, it actually I think it kind of depends. But like as I think I should just like maybe document it, and also if we have tried our best offer, if it doesn't
Hmm.
match, we should document it like why it doesn't convert, especially if it's like turned down due to like the budget or no supply.
Interesting. Let's go over
Yes.
to Nadine. Nadine, what would you do in this particular case? You have a guest, you don't have a property. What should we do?
Okay, so we actually need to document the demand basically, what
Okay.
kind of property that demanded from the market, which is
Mhm.
we cannot convert, and then we try to discuss it to BI and also the market developers to
Mhm.
actually help us to find this kind of property that highly demanded by the market.
Okay, that's progressing. Let's go over to Vidi. Vidi, is this our best practice at the moment?
I believe there is also cross selling, right? I mean,
Mm,
like if there are the property is not available in supply, we can try to provide a similar property closest to what
mhm.
is available for just as simple as like
Okay,
what's closest to the location, what's the closest to the bedroom, number of bedroom, and so on and so forth.
okay, okay. Let's go back to Greg. Greg, did you raise your hand?
No, 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 no. I didn't
Okay,
raise my hand.
okay. Vidi, Nadine, let me kind of I think Vidi, there was this discussion about old best practices being lost,
Yep,
right?
yep,
So
yep.
I'm gonna bring this back because I see
Right.
that happening here. Nadine, Andre, I don't think you were here when we were doing this before, but this is actually the very beginning of a market building lead. Okay. So this is the very beginning of a market building lead. If you have a guest who is interested in a particular type of property, now you have the ability to approach any property and sign a relationship with them. Okay. So if you have a guest who's looking for an oceanfront or a beachfront villa, then now we can go and go on Google or whatever and then ask each particular oceanfront beachfront property, hey, I have a guest, would you like to take them on this day to this day? All right.
Mm.
That then begins the beginning of a new relationship. That is pretty much how Bukit Vista grew, all the way from our first villa to the first 100 villas. Whenever we had overbooking or guests we couldn't put in, we went out onto the market and we would phone, we would call, and we would find out who had space for our villas. And that would be the beginning of a de facto partnership, because once they took one transaction, they would open up for another transaction and so on and so forth. And we were able to fill this in. Okay. The question now, Vidi, is how do we split and delegate this work, right? Does HAR then go and try to find these properties on their own, let's say a Google search? Do they delegate it to marketing to find? Vidi,
Oh,
let's have a sub discussion on that one, yeah?
yep,
Or
yep,
do you,
yep.
do we
Actually,
on that
this
one?
is quite interesting. I faintly remember us doing that in the beginning of COVID as well.
Yes.
I think Nadine, do you remember this thing when we call the property, like call properties who are not our partners? Yeah, right.
Actually, we usually do that on Facebook too. Basically, we're act like a guest too. We're looking for property in community
Yes.
group, right? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we're doing it. Yeah, currently we're doing it with agent, but not on Airbnb. I think. Yeah, yeah, we can try to
Mm.
implement that again, and then we can update the best practice paper based on that, so that everyone can understand, even if they're just onboarding.
Okay, all right, sounds good, Vidi.
Yep,
Let's have a sub discussion about that
yep,
over
yep,
delegation. Who's going to be taking care of that, and how we're going to get that to become a best practice? Yeah.
yep. Definitely.
Okay. To the secretary, yeah. Can we mark that, please? Thank you. Okay, thank you, Greg.
All right, thank you, Mr. Jing and VD, for the discussion. And Andre, please note that on the card. Okay, does anyone else want to add something for this card? Okay, one, two, three. Okay, no. Okay, now we will move to our next campaign, which is the Guest Engagement 1.0. Maria, do update your card, please, your
Yes,
campaign.
thank you, Miss Chair. So here's the update. We have a new format in updating the campaign. So for the first funnel is starting with the confirmed booking, since we engage with the guests when started when they are when the booking is confirmed. And about the guest check-in is 912. It's a little bit going decrease. And for the guest morning message, since I haven't have any data about that, so I assume that we we send it to all of the guests, and I will use the 912 data as the same guest check-in. And sending the BV stickers, since I haven't like implemented it yet, so no no update for the BV stickers. And the review communication increased by 0.01, and the review check-in rate is the same like previous week. And so my update is like the new format is the sticker pack is done and already to be sent. And what is good or bad, we could still maintain and achieve the SLA, and some of the morning messages actually have not been completed. Like maybe you guys already doing this morning message, but you forget to complete the journey. And then what we need to do is start sending stickers to every guest and follow up PI for the morning message data. That's my update.
All
Anyone?
right. Thank you, Maria. I actually want to ask something because you said in here you don't have like the data for like the guest good morning message, and you just kind of assume we all do that.
Mm.
Like, do you have any idea on how to document it instead of like assuming? Because maybe not all of us do like good morning message, but it instead it increases the rate, but it's not like the fact in like the field,
I'm
if you know what
asking
I mean.
the BI. I'm asking BI for the data actually.
Oh, okay,
I'm
okay,
waiting for them to give me the data. So for this,
okay,
I assume that we all send the morning message.
okay. So do update the data, okay, Maria, if you
Yes.
have the data already. And so yeah, that's maybe. Oh yeah, Mr. Jake. Yes. Oh,
Oh,
Fidi.
that is me. Oh
Sorry.
yeah. Yes. So yeah, that's true. Maria actually requested to BI, and this also for the others. If you have like data that you want to acquire, just request to BI. BI will find a way. Actually, I'm handling the data for Maria for the good morning message, and the way to acquire it is actually by observing the guest journey. So if you
Mm,
guys have not updated the guest journey, even though it's already you guys have sent the good morning message, it will not be required. That's why it's important to have a guest journey. So
mm,
be sure to update them so that Maria can have the reflect data based on the guest journey.
mm. Okay, okay. I see Andre. You want to say something?
Yeah, yeah. I just remembered really that we have a past discussion about hosting measurement, right? I think
Yes, yes.
yeah, I think it's a bit related with this. So maybe I will have another sub discussion with Maria and you too about how we want to actually
Mm-hmm.
make sure that, because this one is related to bigger data from the bigger, and the hosting measurement that we want to do is also based on the bigger, right? Whether if the guest happy or not. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe it kind of bit helping Maria to find the best way to monitor this too in a bigger scale of team, and also specifically for apa namanya, about the morning message. If maybe we could also apa namanya, measure the morning message as the hosting measurement as well. So just to add up to Maria and information to HR that actually want to do the hosting measurement as well. Thank you. Back
All
to the
right, thank you, Andre. You can note it on the card. Yeah, you will do a subs discussion with Fidi and Maria. And Nadine, I also see you want to say something. All
So
good?
sorry, it's answered already by PD.
Oh, okay. All right. Does anyone else want to say something about Maria campaign? Okay, one, two, three. Okay, no. Okay, we will move to our next campaign, guys, which is loyalty program. Now, Sasha, you can update the campaign.
Yep, thank you, Ms. Chair. So for the number of checkouts for Booking.com Airbnb, it's increasing, and as well as goodbye message and the automated goodbye message. Unfortunately, for the advocacy channel for the Airbnb, it's been decreasing since last week, and also as Booking.com, and also could you move down to the bottom part to the activity, Ms. Chair? Yep, thank you so much. Yeah, so for the Airbnb, it's probably because we just relaunched the automated guest review on Bigger, which is on Monday, and I just noticed that it will take around like D+4 after the checkout date for the review to be sent to the guest. So I think that could be why that we've been receiving less review because we can't review the guest yet, and so that's why it's not appear on the in the data. So yeah, and what is good or bad is that for the booking review rate, it's still dropping even after the implementation of the new approach, which is the discount voucher. But one guest had redeemed the voucher and left a review, and it's proven by a screenshot that they sent to us that they have left the review. But I'm not sure why it's still not appear on Booking.com apparently. So, but I'm gonna check later, probably with NGSO from BI or Kalilis to help me check that. And for what I'll keep doing is that I'll keep monitoring for the automated guest review. If it's been sent successfully, like all of them, and also keep offering the Booking.com discount voucher to guests, and let's see the progress until the next 2 weeks. That's for my update. Back to you, Ms. Chair.
All right, thank you, Sasha. I see. Gonna see the update is already good. Does anyone else maybe want to add something?
Oh yeah, this one is the automated guest review, and it's been relaunched
Yeah.
last
Last week, I think.
Monday. Yeah, last week. Yeah.
On Monday.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
So it's been a week,
Monday.
and then
Yeah.
I'm also the product owner in product development. So I will record the success rate of the automated guest review and evaluate whether the product have actually been completed or not. I think this is also a part of the reporting in the campaign, sales campaign, where this actually caused the review conversion rate to drop. Yeah, this month. Yeah.
Mm, mm.
And then also I think the discount voucher. There's a discussion actually within BI whether the discount voucher should be also be applied to Airbnb, but that hasn't been settled. There will be a discussion between me and also the manager for this one. I think NG, if I'm mistaken, yeah. And then also maybe Sasha can also join. I will also invite Sasha in the discussion.
All right, noted that. Anything else you want to add, Vidi? That's it?
No, that's it.
Okay. Andre, you want to say something?
Yeah, Fidi, if why don't we apply this to Airbnb as well? We know that the Airbnb is the strongest one, maybe rather than Booking.com, right? If Booking.com, maybe we have to wait until the guest check-in, which maybe it takes like 1 week or 2 weeks before we.
The discount voucher, right? You mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I just said. I said that there's a discussion within BI that we also will
You want
apply
to discuss about it?
Airbnb. Huh?
You want to discuss the let's say.
Yeah, with NG and Sasha, right?
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Yep.
I was just thinking like maybe you can apply it to the other platforms.
Right, that's true. That's true.
Mm.
Yeah, that's also what we think in BI. But previously we just thought that okay, if we just implement it directly, people will go outside of the platform, and this will create a worse feedback cycle to the entire funnel, so on and so forth. But
Mm.
yeah, we'll have more discussion on that.
Okay, thank you. Noted for that. Back to chair.
Yes, Nadine.
Vidi, just want to make sure the discussion regarding the discount voucher for Airbnb, it's focusing on the extensions, right?
Yes,
Like we
extension, correct.
discussed on the BI Scrum
Yes, correct.
previously, yeah. Okay,
Mm.
okay. Thank you.
All right, Andre, could you please maybe write down on the card that Fidi and Sasha will have a sub discussion with BI?
Oh, actually, I also have a question, right? So
Yeah.
the MVP of this card for the BC discount is available in BI board, yeah. This is to Sasha, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
this
It's
one is
on
in BI
BI
board, yeah.
BI board.
So
I
it's
think it's on NG's card, NG stack. Yeah.
I see, I see. How can we see the how can we reflect the progress as well in HR board, because it's a part of like pivot, or do you, what do you think, like is it enough to have it in the BI board because it's a pivot done operationally by HR? How do we reflect this in our Trello board?
Okay, video. I'll later I'll add the card on like the discount voucher card on this one, so like everybody can know like
Mm.
Okay, yeah,
the progress and everything.
right, right.
All right.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Just if then Sasha wanna make the same card, is it like will it be double on the BI and the
Exactly.
No.
That's why I was asking whether it will be the same or not. What do you guys think?
I think this like you mentioned before, there could be a different apa namanya goals
Yep.
between
Just like
AR
what
and
Andre mentioned, yeah. So the goal is a bit different, yeah, because as the pivot for HR, the goal will be different. Maybe from the industry, maybe in BI, it's more like the increase of the efficiency rate, but for HR, it's like how many percent of the gas actually is completed using this new pivot. Yes, Sasha. Wait, sorry. Back to Miss. Yeah.
It's okay. You go get. You can go, Sasha.
Okay. So you guys mean like I made a new card in the HR because I was thinking that I'm just gonna attach the card
I
on like
also.
on the loyalty card here. I'll just attach it, not like actually make a new card on the HR board.
Yep. Think about it like this. As HR, our SLA would be like the number of guest checkout, like just like in the good morning message, as well as the review conversion rate. How many uh,
Mhm.
guests? How many? What percentage of guests have been executed using this card? If it's a below certain threshold, of course, ideally it will be 100% of the guests that is have checked out been offered this particular deal, and how many have been used. But the KPI, the SLA for BI perhaps is the increase of the conversion rate itself, something like that. So it's a bit different in terms of intention and also the intended outcome.
Oh, Sasha is gone. So I think we're just gonna proceed. I hope Sasha hear that. Oh, Sasha is back.
Sorry,
Sasha,
guys.
do
Yes,
you
yeah, I'm back.
hear what Vidi said?
I actually missed the last word. Sorry,
No,
I accidentally hit the leave button. Sorry.
oh yeah, the intent is a bit different because what think about how our SLA affects the pivot itself as opposed to the SLA from BI. Just like what Andre mentioned, maybe the intention is the intent of the outcome of the pivot is different.
Okay, so Sasha, I think you can have maybe a discussion. Like, do you want to copy it exactly, or you want to make like a new pivot in the end? And please update it on the card, yeah. Like, what will you do? And yeah, does anyone else maybe want to add something for this card? Okay, one, two, three. Okay, no. Okay, now we will move to our personal pivot. I see for Fidi, there is
Okay.
no
Uh,
update. Or do you have
update.
one?
Update. Yeah, because the only no update is actually one card. But for the restructuring the campaign card, I think all the campaign card now have the same format as the BI campaign. I will try to evaluate whether the efficiency of this feature using the maybe like SUS method or other usability method. For fixing the HAR Trello by means of the pivots, actually there have not been any completed pivots yet, but a lot of it is already in under progress. Yeah, guys. So
Mhm.
I ask for your cooperation. But yeah, I see that the pivots are like now we're discussing about pivots. Previously we didn't have any pivots to discuss, but yeah, I will try to look around and then also follow up with the pivots that's available from the others as well. So that's my update for the refinery SLN campaign support reporting. I have no update.
All right. Thank you, VD. So the restructure the campaign card is already done, or do you want to add
I will
something
do the
more?
evaluation using SES.
All right. Thank you, VD. Does anyone else maybe want to ask something about VD card?
I want to ask
Okay.
you to make sure actually.
Yes.
If then you want to do a measurement, will it be on a different card, bro?
No. It will be on the same card. I will mark it whether this format is good or not. Like so whether this will be a best practice. Finally, this will be a best practice for the campaign reporting. Maybe I can update it in the HR documentation afterwards.
Okay, cool. Noted. Thank you. Take the chair. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Andre, for the question. And there's no one else want to ask something? Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. No. Okay. We will move to Andre. I see there's no update for this one. And Nadine, I see you have an update for this reservation and inquiry workshop.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, could you please open, please? The news update for this card is actually we have one new paper. This is basically the inquiry workshop summary that done by Gray and I. Actually, thank you, Gray, for helping this sums up the workshop that already been apa namanya running dari kapan tahu ya. And then apa namanya, and also I refine again the SLA, the inquiry conversion SLA delegation process paper, because as the BI discussions previously ya, COVID, we want to integrate all the apa inquiry documentations ya into one
Yes,
paper,
correct.
to one source. Yes. So previously we have it divided from each platforms of reservations, but right now we need to refine it again. We want to integrate it, so I think it's also a good idea to make it not really complicated. So one new member can also just apa namanya
Look at one paper.
melihat ya, look at one paper aja and for different platform. Yeah, that's pretty much about the apa the update for the workshop summary. Basically, this is just the topic that already been discussed. This is can be continuing progressing at paper along berapa how many topic will be discussed on workshop as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yes, Fidi, you want to
Yes,
ask something?
actually for this one, ini kan this card have been around for a while, I think ya. But then I realized that our month conversion rate, inquiry conversion rate, actually is already, especially for Airbnb, is already SLA compliant, and that's one of the goal of this card. The other goal is to create the documentation, and this is the goal of this is also the one of the goal of this card. So how would you know whether this card is actually already completed or not?
Yes, Viri.
Okay, so
How will I know?
there are two goals in this card, right? There are two goals in this card. One is the SLA compliance itself, and also the documentation.
Yes,
So
yes.
we already have
Oh,
those
okay.
two, right? How do you know? Yeah,
Okay.
is it already completed, or is there still a missing part of the card?
This is still missing on the apa namanya? This card will be like completely done when the documentation is done as well.
Yes.
Not
Okay.
only the SLA compliance.
Yeah. So this is just the documentation itself still partial, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Does anyone else may want to add? Yes, Mr. Jing. You're muted.
Sorry, yeah. Sorry, I'll mute with the keyboard. Nadine, is there a video index of all your workshops?
Not all of the workshops is there, because sometimes we also like I've been delegating the workshop into like some of the members, right? And then the topics sometimes kind of like the same, just like reminding again, and then so it's not recorded all the workshop then.
Oh, I see. Could we, Vidi, do you think it would be beneficial to record the workshops?
It might be, but it depends. Like, is there a specific topic, and is it related to different topic? Because if it's just the same thing, like what Nadi mentioned, it's better to have it like as a text. But then we just have to fix the culture of the reading back, going back, referring back to the information.
Okay,
Yeah, so
I agree. Yeah,
actually,
it's easier to consider.
sorry.
Yep.
So yeah, basically to replace the like what is it, the video, we make the summary instead, the summary paper instead.
Okay.
So it's based on the topic that we already been discussed, and then it sums up into one paper.
Okay, great. So, Vidi, thank you, Nadine, for that explanation. I agree. I think that's actually a positive innovation that makes it easier for the next person to consume. Just quickly, is there a corresponding document to test competency of the learning material? So you have, oh, sorry, there's a bug in my head. I was able to use the camera to see that. Okay, anyway. Inspired delight, everyone! Inspired delight. Okay. God, I just became the comic relief in the meeting. Okay. It is Friday after all. Okay, all right, back on topic. Oh shit, I forgot. Okay, give me a second. It's on the edge of my mind. Yes, okay, I remember.
Yeah.
You need a corresponding test. Is there a corresponding test material to understand if the person who studied the material actually understood the material? And that's question is for either Nadine or Vidi.
That's actually
Yes.
part of the onboarding. There is actually, sir, but yeah, we just don't know whether the test is updated based on the competency or not.
The newest material.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Got it. All right. That's it. That's all I wanted to add. Back to the chart.
Yes, sorry if I may add. Actually, we have the reservation test excellence, reservation excellence test as well in the paper. I have already attached the card as well.
Okay.
So that's actually the formula for what measure the competency of the new member.
Nice.
Thank you, Nadine. That's excellent. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I think that concludes all the update. So thank you, Nadine, for updating your private card. And for this summary, I will also update the example for like all the best practices. So like the screenshot of the conversation. And for our next member, so Sasha, do you have any update for the BV Instagram stickers?
Yeah, there's not much update actually, but I just figured out that actually we need to design to be verified on Giphy. So that's why Mas Gani just finished the other 2 designs yesterday. So we have 5 designs, sticker designs in total now. But for the Giphy account verification, it's still pending. So approximately it will be verified by the latest April 4th. Hopefully it will be verified, because in order to be able to use the sticker on Instagram for people to use, yeah, we have to have a like verified Giphy account. That's it. Yeah, that's my update. Back to you, Ms. Chair. Thank you.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, Nadine.
Sasha, just curious, who is your target audience to using this sticker? Basically, the guests who stay.
Yeah, you can see it on the BV IG stickers that I attach, but mostly we will target the guests, but it can be used as well by BV or the partners. And when we post a story or something, so like other people can see when we post, oh, there's actually Bukit Vista stickers. Yeah, something like that.
Okay. So building the awareness too, yeah?
Yeah, awareness and advocacy.
Okay, thank you.
Interesting. actually a good idea. So we can just like instead of like waiting for the guest to send us photo because sometimes the guest doesn't want us to send photo, maybe like we can just ask them to like tag us on their story on Instagram. So yeah, I think that's quite better. And does anyone else want to add something for Sasha card? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, no. Okay, let's move on to the next card. Maria, I see you have some updates. So for your WhatsApp hosting stickers, would you mind give an update?
Yes, thank you, Miss Chair. So I'm trying to create my private for stickers, and you could see here on my card. And I also attached the paper, and I'm going to have another sub discussion with the team by today. And that's my update for this card. And could you please move to another part of mine?
This one?
Nadine, can you show us the sticker? Well, actually, yes, I already showed to the HR team member about the stickers, but I think it's a little bit hard if I share it here because if you want to see the stickers, you need to download. Okay, I will attach on the paper. Thank you, Nadine. Yeah.
Yes.
And
All
it's
right.
mm,
Yeah,
is
do you
this
have
for
anything
the
else?
booking.com, right? Oh, this is for the Instagram. Huh?
Yeah. This is for the hosting. So this one, yes.
I'll update the screenshot on my paper for the WhatsApp.
Okay.
And for this one, it's actually I need to move this to done since it's already achieved the
Oh, okay.
KPI.
All right. All right. Okay. So for this one, then, do you have any update for this one?
Yes. It's actually for the instant booking, it's increased, but it's not achieved by 2% as the KPI mentioned before.
Hmm.
I think that's my update. Is there anyone wants to add or ask something about my cards?
I kind of want to ask like about the WhatsApp
Mm-hmm.
stickers. Like, do you only want us like to send, or like, do you expect any like specific response from the guest to see like if it's a success or not?
Mm, it's better if they also respond us, but sending it to them, that's also okay. Like because my KPI is sending the stickers to all guest check-in for these past 2 weeks. For this next two
Hmm.
weeks.
Okay. 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 Interesting. Okay. Does anyone else maybe want to add something? Okay. Thank you, Maria. By the way. Yes, Nadine.
Okay, Maria. So I see the KPI, the success measurement of this WhatsApp hosting stickers is the engagement, yeah. And I mean, you can be more specific because if the engagement is increased, how do you know it's because the WhatsApp stickers, right? So probably
Mhm.
the KPI could be like more specific, like the guest feedback or guest mention about the stickers on the review itself, and then yeah, it could be more specific because I think if you set the engagement as the KPI, it could be too broad. But let me go to Vidi. What's your opinion, Vidi?
Yeah, that's interesting. That's true. Also,
Mhm.
is there a KPI that is more directly connected to the BP sticker? For example, like in just an example, yeah, in Sasha's case, maybe if there are more guests using the sticker itself, or in your case in Booking.com,
Mm.
if the guest comments or maybe leave a
Yeah.
review related to the sticker or something like that, that could be more directly related.
Yes, that's my feedback actually, Maria. You can think about this. And also one more questions about your private in booking.com. This is actually answering the question and answer in booking.com, right?
Yes.
So the attachment, I saw it like in the beginning of March is 65% and now it's 70%. How is that not achieve your KPI?
Sorry.
You can double check it lah. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you for
Yeah,
spotting
Yeah.
you'll
that.
do double check it and update it. Yeah, Maria. Oh yes, Andre.
Okay, I'm saying that sometimes when we're making the pivot, we need to make a direct success indicator from that pivot. But I think it's also supporting the SLA that we have, right? So I
Mhm.
want to ask because every time I get it, not every time. I mean, I got a feedback as well a long time ago to see whether if it's actually impacting
Oh
those
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like that. So what can you give me an example like what kind of things that can really directly impacting to that. Let's say, because I was thinking that maybe Maria's sticker is kind of bit helping, right?
Mhm.
It's want to achieve 4.8 goals, right? It's the bigger goal, but I know that that it is actually not the only way to make it 4.8. But I mean, how can we? What kind of pivot that we can say that this is going to support 4.0, 4.8? I mean, sorry, yeah, 4.0. That's my question because it's kind of rolling around my head. Maybe over to video. Sorry.
Yeah, I was like,
Okay.
who are you asking it to? Yes.
Yeah,
VD, you can say it.
yeah,
Do you
that
have any
totally
opinion?
makes sense. There are a lot of ways to achieve it. So maybe the KPI can include both, and we can see whether if both increases,
Mm-hmm.
what's the meaning? If one increase and the other does not increase, what's the meaning? There's always indication in the data itself. Uh, but yeah, you're absolutely right, Andre. There's a lot of way to achieve 4.8. There are maybe like two, three pivots at the same time that can support the same intended
Mm-hmm.
results. Just like what Maria is doing right now, I think if yeah, it kind of makes sense if we use this kind of pivot. It might also increase the SLA. I mean, increase the engagement rate, for example. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So let's
Yes.
rephrase this. You mean then if we want to do something like this, we can make maybe more than one. Uh,
Pivot.
KPI
yeah.
measurement. Yeah, yeah, we can do more than one measurement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the first one maybe in the bigger scale is to reach the 4.8,
Yes,
and then
and also what's the usage? So we know if both increase,
Mm-hmm.
it means there's a positive correlation between the two KPI.
Mm-hmm.
okay, that's good. Yeah, just to have a correct.
Good question actually.
Huh?
Good question.
Yeah, because I get a feedback about that to make sure that people can actually make a
Yep,
pivot that
yep.
really support that and what is the direct impact of that. But thank you, Vidi, for answering. I think that's pretty clear. So that could be an understanding to all of the HAR as well. Back to chair.
Yes. Thank you, Andre, for spotting that. And Nadine, do you still have something to say, or does it
Yes,
already
actually,
conclude?
it's already covered by Vicky, but I just want to add. This is maybe to everyone. Yeah, I think it's important to have like two measurement in one pivot. The first one is the bigger scale, and then the other one is more specific scale because we probably if we only set the specific scale, it could be like achieve all the pivots are achieved the KPI, but not exactly increasing the SLA, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we need to like monitoring the correlations between the all the pivots and then which is the KPI, the specific KPI, and also the SLA that we want to achieve as well. Yeah, just want to add that.
All right. Thank you, Nadine. I hope we all HR have better understanding now. We're making our pivot. So yeah, I think this is our update for the Trello card, and now I will move to our discussion management paper. Please wait, guys. Okay. Yes. Can you guys see? Oops. Yep. Can you guys see? Okay, yeah. It's visible. So yeah, for this one, I see Andre. There's something with agent property coding. Do you maybe want to explain first about it, Andre?
Yeah, sorry, it's kind of bit confusing for maybe HR to understand this. But I was thinking about whether if you can make apa namanya, a price list that clear for an agent, because agent is like, let's say agent is HAR, right? They
Mm.
actually say we want to sell our property, but yeah, it's the same like that. So maybe if we could give them like the copy of coffee price, maybe, or something that makes them clear about the apa namanya, about our list
Mm.
of our property, it could help them to have an expectation about our property. Let's say in, but the lag is also apa namanya, of course, about the visibility, about the availability. Like is that, but my intention first is to make a apa namanya, like a copy of COVID price that we have, so we can just share it, give it to the agent, so they will know that actually we have this. And then what I mean by code is something like apa namanya, I don't know. I was thinking, I was talking with the previous agent, and they was just saying about the number, the list of number. Oh, what do you think about number 40, number 38, number 32? I was thinking, what's number 8, number 30? And they say like, you once give me the list of the property, and I need to see what number this is. And I was thinking that, oh, maybe that could be a code between apa namanya, HER and the agent, just the HER and agent, about how we want to make a selling, something like that. So it will like make see, I don't know, it's just help the HR or something. So I was thinking about that in apa namanya, in a way we want to make the selling is faster, the communication is faster between HR and the agent, which actually I was thinking that the agent is actually an HR too, but yeah, yeah, it's something like that.
Mm.
So that is my intention about this one apa namanya, Miss Chair. So maybe you
Yes.
could help me roll this as a discussion too.
Yes, of course. I actually have a question because you said like we should make like maybe a template for like the COVID price for like the agent. Um, do we actually want to make like an agent rate, or we just immediately say like this is net like from Bukit Vista and you can just mark up yourself?
I think the best way is to generalize is like, this is not to Bukit Vista. It's the most,
Mm.
so we don't in charge to send them the apa namanya, the fee or the anything. So we just,
Mm.
yeah, we receive what we have to receive gitu aja sih. I was thinking about that. Wait.
All right. Thank you, Andre. Don't forget to write it on the discussions, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was the secretary. Sorry.
Yes. Nadine, I saw you want to say something.
Oh, okay. Actually, we have the agent catalog already, Andre. The one that you mentioned about the apa namanya, the agent asked about 45, 44. It's basically the agent catalog. Have you know apa? Do you know about this? I
Yeah,
think
that's my
Aya.
idea from that.
Oh yeah, Aya already apa namanya made it. Yeah. So you know we have the catalog already, right?
Yeah, I was saying to maybe make a copy, like a copy price for a full detail of our property, a list of property, rather than just to show some about it. Yeah, because I wanna see that agent is actually an HAR like that, see, in the perspective like that.
Okay. Okay.
In,
So your concern is about the feasibility of the price, or what, Andre, in the catalog? What kind of improvement that you expect on the catalog?
First is the visibility about the list of property that we have. The second one is about the pricing as well. But what's the lack of, we always have a catalog, is always about the availability, because we cannot let them see directly to the docket or our channel manager. So I was thinking about the list of property and also the pricing itself. And maybe in terms of to save apa namanya, if I think a long time ago we are talking about whether if it's safe if we say about the name of property to agent before they actually make a visit or make a booking. So maybe by the code, it kind of help us to secure our property as well. So maybe if you wanna, okay, I wanna apa namanya, let's say CG is Canggu, yeah, CG one. Okay, I understand that CG one is maybe like in
Uh,
Canggu, Amazon, something like that.
I think on the agent catalog, we only attach the Airbnb link as well, right, Andre? There
Yeah,
is no specific, and there is actually this the area divided by the area, but only the area, not specific address, and also only the Airbnb link. I think I think that catalog is already complete, but also the price, yes, is not updated like weekly updated. But yeah, what do you think about that? Should we update it like weekly, or maybe only just sending the catalog that contains the area and also the Airbnb link only, so that not actually that can also that if they keep asking about the price, I think this way the engagement is also can be higher, Andre, if we already give like a very detailed information in the catalog, and then we have no engagement pivots running, there will be no engagement at all. So what do you think?
When I try to understand that agent, what they need, what they're looking for is, I was thinking that the things that they only need is about the list of the property and also the price, which maybe they want to make it daily or make it weekly or make it monthly. It will up to them. So I'm putting myself as an agent, right? So when I want to make a transaction with Bukit Vista, all the things that I need to know is about the list of the property and the updated price that we have over here. So it kind of makes them easier and faster to
Mhm.
apa namanya, to make a booking. But it apa namanya, itu tidak menutup kemungkinan juga nanti agent akan tanya ke kita. They will keep asking about maybe the updated price, like what we did with the PI as well, right? We still like kind of
Yeah.
reconfirm about the price, whether if it's
Mhm.
already updated or not, something like that. It still happen, but it's like we are apa namanya. No, it's not like that yet, Nadine. It's not like that yet.
Berarti
Maybe
periodnya belum ada gitu.
apa namanya Pak?
Belum ada periodnya. We don't have the period yet.
I cannot hear.
Period. So like when we send the
Oh,
catalog,
yeah,
there's
yeah,
no
yeah.
period yet. Okay, yeah.
I was thinking about like just the same with
Oh,
something.
oh,
So we
more
need
flexibility on the price, basically, Andre.
Mhm.
what
Just want to add it.
Kakak Nadine.
Mhm.
So what is the what is the correlation with the coding you said?
Yeah. No, it's not, yeah, I know. You're confused, like what I said. The coding is like just what I said. Like I don't know whether if it's going to help or not, but apa namanya? Like let's say in we have a list of Canggu, right? And we say
Mhm.
the code of CG1 is actually Canggu one. It is maybe a Amazon Villa or something like that. So they can just
Mm.
We but we have the number already, right? Divided by each listing.
what if you
If
have
it doesn't happen,
what if you have an easier code to make you understand in which property it is? Like maybe you think like, oh, CG1, and then I just have to look at the
I
okay.
think will make it more complicated
Yeah.
for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have like a very short-term
about
memory.
about
I don't
the,
know. You can
I'm sorry, am I cracking or
No, 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 no.
apa namanya? I was blank what I'm trying to say. Oh yeah, about the coding is I'm still apa namanya? I'm still not sure as well about that whether it is going to help or to put
Mm.
more to HAR because we have to remember things, right? Like CG1, what is CG1? What is SM1 1? Yeah, it's gonna hard. Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Oh sorry, it's supposed to be great.
Yes, it's okay. Sasha?
Yeah, just want to ask Andre, so if you want to make the coding for the catalog, like how would you document it? Is it gonna be on spreadsheet or what?
Yeah, spreadsheet. I was thinking about spreadsheet the easiest one, so we can
Mm.
remake it and we can re-update or anything with the pricing and etc.
Okay, thank you.
Mm.
Yes, Kakak Sasha, back to chair maybe if you want to help me in
Yes.
session.
I think if you really want to document it, you can just actually um base the code on like the COVID price property. So like it will be the same number. Like I think that would be easier. But like Nadine said, I think it will kind of makes it a bit more complicated. But like I get what you mean with the price and period. Like I think that's what we need to prioritize. Yes, CDO1. Yes, you can say that. Yes.
Right.
Yes, VD.
We do, yeah, like I don't know if it will make it more difficult or not, but I think
Mm-hmm.
it might. But we do have a code for each property, right?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
I don't
Bukit
know.
Vista. In bigger, there is already a code for each property.
I don't. Can you show me?
In bigger property list, then you select a property. There is the PR0196 is lot 6.
What the hell? I just know that.
Wait.
Yeah,
Really?
196 is lot 6, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that.
Actually, all on each properties on Airbnb link is also have the code,
Yes,
right?
that's
It's
the
already the
listing
code,
code. But for the
Wow.
listing
property
code.
code, it's for the property code, it's available also in the property list. The Airbnb one is also the listing code, the listing ID. But you can use
Yes.
that if you want, because you can search in the task. Like if you want to search the property in bigger, you can actually don't not only find based on the name but based on the code. If I write like PR0196, it's not 6. It will appear also as well.
Mm.
It's also possible. So yeah, this is actually like the code stuff. But to related to the practical stuff, uh, yeah, it might be possible. But just like what Nadia mentioned, I believe that is all the numbering is already available in the catalog that I made. Like
Mhm.
but although it's not indicative as what Andre mentioned, because you have to always go back to the catalog itself and look at the catalog, get the number. But if
Mhm.
you want to make it the same so that you can search it on bigger, you can make it the same as bigger code.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
But how about
Uh,
the
Kalau
the duplicating the COVID price to agent?
as you mentioned before, the concern is the price apa the price lagi apa the name ya, the name of the property ya, as you mentioned just now.
Oh, let me do this, VD. Let me share the COVID price then.
Mm-mm.
Andre, if we attach the COVID price on the BV catalog, it will make us hard to upselling, Andre.
Oh, dang.
That is true, Nadine.
yes.
Very
Very
good.
true. Very true.
Yes.
Good catch.
And also maybe think about this, Andre. Maybe you can observe again about in agent, like what kind of frictions that you facing with the current catalog you have, and then we can think again what is the solution. Is it really the code that make apa namanya the friction that you're facing? Is the code is the actual what is that solution for the problem that you are facing? Nah, maybe we can apa namanya observe more lagi aja, Andre.
Yeah. I was agree with that. It will make us hard to upsell. Yeah. Thank you
Yes.
for that, spotting that point, Nadine. Yes, Sasha. Sorry. Yeah, great.
It's okay. Yes, Sasha.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Chair. So, Andrew, actually, just for a reference, we were supposed to like back then we were supposed to like add coding as well to the Facebook listing, but eventually we didn't do it because we find it like it's hard for us to to keep track because on FB the property listing on Facebook, I think it was like we don't want to put the Airbnb link right there, but then we thought it's gonna be difficult for us like to keep track which property is it, instead of just it's easier for us to just copy paste the link and then like put it on bigger, then eventually we already know like what property it is. So it's just for a reference for you like to consider. See, Andre, that's
Okay.
it from me. Thank you.
It's going rock and roll. Thank you, Tim, for that. But let me do one thing. Let me do one thing. Apa namanya? I want to share the COVID price. I mean, what I mean, like what actually I want to do about.
Oh, okay. I will stop screen share, then you can screen share, yeah, Andre.
Okay.
So
I'm sorry if it's a lag. Uh, nah, can you guys just see this?
yep.
Yep, right. Let's say we shared about this region 2, right? Region 2 property here. So what I mean by code is just to delete the property name. So just not to showing them maybe apa namanya? Apa namanya? No, yeah, not directly tell them that this is the name of the property. This is the name of the property. If they know about the name of the property, they will get the list of all property, right? And it was so bad if they do have that one. So maybe I was thinking to at the very first beginning, maybe I was thinking to having a code. But yeah, I will take a look. I will take. Oh, I was thinking about maybe to put the listing name. Yeah, later on I will think about it. But thank you Nadine for the suggestion. I will take a look at the current apa namanya current ah apa namanya current catalog that we have, and then we're trying to compare it with the COVID price. What can we apa namanya? What can we take away from the COVID price to our catalog and agent? I think of that first. See, but thank you, Tim, for all of that suggestion and feedback for me as well. I think that's great. Why
Yes.
we always laughing for this one?
Fidi has been laughing the whole time for like the meeting, I think.
Yes, because everyone should laugh.
Yeah, see?
I would agree with that.
Yeah,
Back
so
to
I
thank
think,
you.
yeah. Andre, I think you can maybe see like the pro and con if you really want to copy paste like the COVID price to agent. And yeah, I think if you really want to brought it up again, we can have a discussion maybe like in HR. So yeah, I think that's our scrum actually. We have finished a bit more than 5 minutes. But yes, now we have one into feedback session. So let's start from Erica as our new member. Ini belum banget, Andre.
I agree.
Yes. What do you think? Do you have any feedback maybe for me as a chair?
Yeah, I think today's Scrum went really well, and I think you, as a chair, directed the things that we need to discuss very clearly, and you also have your own view of every discussion that needs to be discussed, and I think you're doing a great job. This is
Yeah.
your last Scrum, right?
Yes, my last scrum. Quite sad, but oh well. Yes. And probably my second and last chairing a scrum. But yes, thank you, Erica. Maybe go to Maria. What do you
Yes,
think,
great.
Maria?
Well, the Scrum is going well and better than previous one, and you did great. Although it's overtime, but that's fine. Okay, extend the internship, so it
Yeah.
won't be your last. I think that's my feedback for you. You did great for today's Scrum on and about the time it's overtime, but you can do better this time. Great.
Mhm. Yes. Thank you, Maria, for the feedback. And Sasha, how about you?
Yep. Thank you. Great. So I think you've been sorry.
Yes. Apparently, it's really crowded on Sasha House. Yes.
Yeah. Sorry about that. But I think you've been like improving a lot since like your previous chairing a Scrum previously.
Mhm.
You've become more like 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 what you do, like what to direct and stuff. But I think probably the feedback is just I don't know. It's pretty much the same like my feedback. The feedback to me like last week.
Mm.
I think be
Mhm.
more proactive, like in asking, like um like especially in the like when discussing the
Like,
campaign and like
yeah,
the updating stuff, like you can like inquire more about like
yeah.
for clarification and stuff. And yeah, I think, but overall you did very great. That's it
All
from me.
right. Thank you,
Think
Sasha.
so.
Yes, yes. Very true. Very true. Very true, Andre. How about Nadine? Nadine, do you have any feedback?
Okay, thank you, Gray. Thank you for sharing today. I think you did well. There is some feedback that I would apa namanya deliver to you. The first
Mhm.
one, since you know that we are going to be a bit over time, maybe
Mhm.
you can, as chair, you can
Announce.
announce it. Yeah, probably
Mhm.
you forgot because you apa namanya terlalu masuk into
Yeah.
discussions. And then also this is pretty apa namanya tricky juga when you're being a chair, and then there is some discussions that you think it's not apa namanya necessary enough to be discussed in the whole chapter to and then
Mm.
consume so many times to discuss it. You can just you can actually direct it into like, oh, maybe you can do sub discussions about this,
Mm.
because the important points has already been discussed. It's just like the yang kecil-kecilnya, it can be you can decide to move move on and make it as a sub discussions, I think they're also related to the time management and also the pace, yeah. And then I believe you have apa namanya, you I don't know, I don't see that you are brave enough today to conclude all the discussions when which is it's actually what I usually see from you, yeah. You are actually brave to conclude and then to speak up to to direct people. Today I don't know, I see that you're not even brave enough to conclude the discussion, or maybe you're kind of confused. So yeah, that's pretty much the what is it, the feedback. But overall, thank you, Gray. You did well. Maybe this is your last Scrum, and yeah, you can implement all the feedback for your future Scrum with your future career. Yeah.
Yes, thank you,
Okay.
Nadine. Yes, thank you for the feedback. Actually, yes, for the conclusion, because I was too heated up on the discussion, especially with Andre sending all the codes. I kind of forgot like to conclude. But yes, Andre, do you have any feedback for me, Andre?
Oh
Maybe
yeah.
we can go until like 10, 12, maybe.
Okay. First of all, I actually like this ambience of the Scrum today. It's fun for us to have this kind of Scrum, which we can discuss easily, but keep getting feedback, keep getting what we actually need to get as a member here. We giving advice and any others. But and I don't know what else. I think I would ditto with the others because I actually saw that you mention you always remind the secretary every time every time we discuss the campaign. So it will have a apa namanya yeah, for every apa namanya campaign manager will have a follow up after every discussion, and I think you've been listening and very apa namanya very apa namanya what I say ya, pokoknya kamu sangat mendengar. Scrum ini milikmu banget lah, what I can say. But selain itu, I would ditto with the other team as well. Thank you, Greg, for sharing. But I believe this is not your last share.
Yes, thank you, Andre. Yes, now let's go to VD. What do you think, VD? Do you have any feedback?
Last share ya? Enggak kan? Yeah, so yeah, very good discussion. Paling ini sih, I think kalau misalnya bisa diimprove di bagian concluding kayak tadi dibilang sama Andre, sama juga pas lagi ada heated discussion, ya it can be mungkin Gray bisa jadi juga salah satu yang mengembangkan diskusinya. Tadi kan kalau misalnya tadi itu yang paling dominan Nadine ya untuk mengembangkan diskusinya lagi, tapi nanti Gray bisa belajar ya kayak tadi Nadine gimana, like whether what Nadine did to actually like go back to the point and also expand the discussion to make it more strategic. But really fun Scrum today. Very good. We got to cover all of the main components. The campaign, especially. The campaign, I saw that we don't really discuss about the numbers itself. Like, we previously we get this much. Today we get this much. But from it's already indicated that okay. You see, all the arrows are going up. It's getting better, so like that. But then we focus on what we can do actually on the campaign itself. Yeah, very like a huge improvement, yeah, after the previous Scrum the Scrums that we have. Yeah, paling conclude sama ini udah next level, but all the fundamentals is already there lah. At least. Very good.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, VD. How about now? Let's go to Mr. Jing. What do you think, Mr. Jing?
All right, great. It's sad to hear that this is going to be one of your last Scrums. I'm devastated. So let's see. I agree with Vidi. I think the basics here. I think during your time, Gray, here at Bukit Vista, I think we were in a evolutionary phase of improving the way we communicate. And now when I look at it, it is. I can see when new people come in, like Erica, she's like being very polite, but you can see already we are past that, right? We're at the phase where we
feel trust and we're comfortable giving direct feedback. So I sense that that part is good. And of course, there's always more to innovate on. But I would like to say thank you for participating, Gray, and helping and evolving the culture. Your place here has helped hopefully yourself positively transform and also the people around you positively transform. And I think that's good. When we can be more factual, when we can be more emotionally intelligent and not have to resort to just being polite all the time, when we can say things that are difficult but improve the people around us, I think then we have positioned in ourselves in a way to inspire delight. So I think you got there's not too much I could add actually to the advice. I think this is to the point I'm really proud of the group that you all are not just evolving in your own abilities, but also in your ability to understand other people's abilities. And that I think is that's what a good team should be able to do. A good team should be able to figure out how to enhance everybody. And so that part I'm delighted to see has happened. Yeah, thank you, Greg.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Jing. Thank you guys for all the feedback, and I think that kind of concludes our scrum. For the chair for next week, do we want Nadine or should we try to delegate it to Erica for her first scrum? What do you think? Is it a good is it a
Good,
good decision, maybe?
Yes, that's good.
Everyone is shocked. Everyone is just like, huh?